Hey folks, so today we're taking a look at my Pro Z 972L. I've had this machine now. This is my second mowing season with it. And you can see I need to change the oil. We're getting to the end of the season here. I believe I have, 298 hours. I was gonna say I have 300 hours on the machine. So I wanna give you the pros and the cons. There are more cons than pros. I use this mower as a backup to my big gang mower on my golf course, and then I use it for trimming in a lot of the areas that I can't get with my gang mower, around greens, around tee boxes, areas in the rough where I just can't reach with that big mower, etc. So it's a workhorse. 300 hours in 2 years, not bad. You know, it doesn't get a lot of use compared to what a normal, golf course would use this for, but still 300 hours in 2 summers. I've got about a month and a half left of mowing out of this summer, so I should end up with about 350 hours. So to get to the gist of it, the machine does get used. With that being said, I want to go over the pros of the machine first. So when I bought this, it would have been 2022. This machine was about $14,100 before tax when I bought it. Now they upped the price by about $1,000 in 2023. So you're looking at roughly $15,250 for it. So still, even in today's dollars, still a bargain considering you have John Deeres of this caliber, Hustlers, X-Marks that are easily topping $20,000. Quite frankly, with the exact same Kawasaki FX1000V 35 horsepower engine as well. So, you get the engine at a low price. You get a 72-inch deck at a low price where you're paying, $5,000 to even sometimes $10,000 more for a machine that gets the same, job done as this one. So another pro, I do have to say, the deck is very, very, very well built. I've had Ferris's before, I've had John Deere's, or I've used them. And this deck has to be probably the best deck I've used out of all of the, I guess, 3 to 4 different brands that I've used. I really like it. I really like the ease of access to get to, which most of them now have, to get to your belt, to get to your spindle. That's nice as well. This is also a nice area. All you have to do is just lift up. You can pull that off, get access to your belt, to your spindles. As you can see, that's going to be a con. To the springs as well. Next pro, which will be a con as well, is the seat. So the seat is air ride. So when you're, I'm a lighter guy. I'm like 150 pounds. You can adjust the seat up and down. If you turn the key, you can adjust it up. You can hear the air work, so it gets a little bit stiffer. And you can adjust it down to where you're bouncing a little bit more. I do like this interface here as well. You have the key on this side, throttle on this side, and you have the choke on that side. So when you have 2 hands, you can just have left hand over here, right hand over there. The transport float lock option is also nice on the left side. And the parking brake, of course, too. So, I do like the machine. It's been, I guess, reliable, but not great. So another pro, of course, with the low price and what you're getting with it, the seat comfort, the ride quality, the engine, of course, is fantastic. The powertrain is also very nice here with the transmissions. And now we get into the cons. One more pro. This is adjustable. The rollover protection system is adjustable. I like using it up, although it is down right now. So, and the gas tanks as well. I guess that's one more pro here are the gas tanks that come with it. They're huge, and you can fill from both sides, and they transfer gas from both sides of the gas tank. Now we get to the cons. So this has 300 hours on it. I just got it back from service at Cub Cadet. It was there at my local Cub Cadet dealer. It was there for a month. And the issues that were wrong with it, the rollers were going out, front and rear. That front roller was going, the bearings were going out, and this rear roller, if you can see back in there, was going out and broke. So that was in there for that. There were also some other minor things that I could have dealt with because, I needed to. These springs, of course, were broken. The belt was being frayed. Again, not the first time it's happened, as you can see. There were other springs here that were getting a little loose. The belt wouldn't hold on and still doesn't. And, oh gosh, I'm trying to think some other minor things that were going on here. The seat does not hold air anymore. That'll run out within an overnight. And if you take a look at this right here, there's no more tension. So this just floats for the throttle. So now when you're driving, you're at the mercy of your left hand. If you're not dominant with your left hand, you have to make sure you put all your mental power into controlling your left hand, because this thing moves at 15 to 17 miles an hour full speed. So you need to make sure that your left hand is very strong now. So when I took this in for warranty work on it, the only things that I really had issues with were the bearings, and you can see even some of the tires are going. Should be covered under warranty. I should have got a new tire. All of them actually are starting to go, so I should have got new wheels on it. And I should have got some of these spring issues fixed, as you can see there. And the only thing I got fixed was the rollers, so it was actually functioning. But without these springs here, I have a tendency for the left side of the deck to kind of gouge into the grass a little bit, and that can be an issue, especially on a golf course. So they didn't get that fixed. The parts, I don't know why. It took them a month just to order the parts on it, and now I've got more issues since having it back, a couple weeks after having it back. They threw on a new set of blades too, because these blades that they give you are not the greatest from Cub Cadet. So now, like I said, the seat does not hold air anymore. That left side tension, I don't know if it's a spring. It's really tough to get to. You can kind of see here right there where you need to look at in order to fix it. I don't have the time, or I don't have the manpower right now to get that fixed. So that's another con to it. So I'm going to have to wait until the golf season is over with here, beginning in November or end of October, to bring this up and get it fixed to my local Cub Cadet dealer. And hopefully they can actually get it fixed before spring, as wait times on these are very long now, especially going into the end of the season. I do have to say, build quality on this machine, this is where you're paying the extra 5 to 10 grand for a John Deere, Exmark, Ferris, whatever. The build quality, that's basically what you're getting into. This is like comparing a mid 2000s GM vehicle to a new GM vehicle, basically, or a mid 2000s GM vehicle to a Mercedes or Rolls Royce, whatever. The build quality is just horrendous. The parts they use on this machine are so cheap. And I don't mean the build quality like the chassis or the deck, or the engine for that matter. It's just the parts that they use, from the belts to the springs, always constantly breaking. I've had more issues with these springs than you can count on two hands. The issues with these like the controllers, you can see here how that one has some tension to bring it back. And you can see here how this one does not. Just kind of goes whatever which way. And the seat, the quality of the seat is nice, but the parts used to hold air in it are not. I mean, everything is just not very well put together. There's no grease zerks for any of these major grease areas except right here for this, and this always gets greased. No grease zerks for the spindles. The belts are always wearing and causing them to break. The belts will fall off from time to time. The springs, the tensioner springs in the back fall off here. One pro is it's easy to change the oil, I guess. It's always needing work done. It's always needing work done. I think I did have issues with the PTO engagement on this too at one point in its life. So it's been up and back to the dealer. And that's also another reason why the hours aren't as good on this, or aren't as high as what they could be. Just parts, everything just isn't very well put together. Like the basis of the chassis and of the machine are high quality and they mean really good with it. But when it comes to the actual parts, the quality of the springs, belts, like I said, bolts, nuts, just not good. I guess I just don't know what else to say about it. No grease zerks here. You would think you would need one for the tires. I love the look of the machine. I love using the machine. It's so fast. It's awesome. There's always power with it. You never have to worry about being bogged down. That's another pro. The power is there. You don't have to worry about being bogged down. Where you miss it out, though, is the torque. This engine doesn't have as much torque as, say, a diesel does, but you still get the power on demand when you need it. So, I don't know. I'm left torn. And they make a tire upgrade kit for it that they should just throw on from the factory. It's such a huge machine. You need all the grip you can get, even on a golf course. There's no reason why you shouldn't put a bigger, meatier tire on this than what's already on there. And I'm not willing to pay the extra money for it either. That just is ridiculous. It should just automatically come from the factory like brands like Exmark and Ferris are doing today. But I don't know. I'm left torn. I want to love the machine, and eventually when I get another one to add to the fleet, I want to keep it Cub Cadet. But if they can't get their parts issues fixed, their quality, their quality fixed, I just can't see myself going with another Cub Cadet. And that's about where I'm at with it. Now, my dealer is really nice and they've taken care of me well. Their service does take a long time, but they have taken care of me just fantastic. Everything's covered under warranty. That's another pro of this machine that I didn't cover. The warranty on this is 5 years unlimited hour warranty. So it's kind of a no-brainer to get it. That's why I bought it, was the warranty was exceptionally well. It's a 5-year unlimited hour warranty, at least in 2022. So that's why I bought the machine when it came down to it. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a backup, you're screwed. As a golf course owner or even residential, you cannot go a month without a mower. You're ruining your business. So you need to have some sort of backup if you buy this mower. So let's just say you spend $15,000 on the mower, plan on spending another $5,000 to $7,000 for a decent 60-inch backup, just in case shit goes awry with this mower. So again, I want to love the mower. I guess I have to give it, at the end of the day, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. The highs being the warranty, the cost, the overall chassis of it, the comfort, and the lows being the build quality, the service, how long it takes to get its service, blade quality, and overall support for the machine. That kind of brings it down. So there are totally better options out there, but you have to spend more money. So at the end of the day, ask yourself, do you want to have basically 2 mowers for the price of one and run into having issues with them? Or do you want to buy one mower and have it be more reliable? That's what you have to ask yourself at the end of the day.